I'm Marie. I'm a director at Synergy Recruitment.
And I'm Yasmin, also a director at Synergy.
We thought we'd take some time today just to have a chat about what we've learned since setting up our own business and advice really that we could give to anybody who's considering setting up their own business too.
Yes, yeah.
So I'll let you start, Yasmin.
Talk about our fountain of knowledge. What advice would I give to somebody setting up a business? I think probably number one for me would be either get yourself a business partner and do it with somebody else.
Yeah.
Or if you can't do that, at least have somebody that you can talk to that understands what it's like. Because obviously in our experience, we do have a business partner.
Yeah.
And I absolutely could not have done this without having you.
No, I couldn't either.
Yeah, mainly because...
We're like therapists
yes.
to each other, that's why, aren't we? We need each other to sort of sound off and run any worries or anxieties, enjoy the positives, you know. It's really important that if you are going to be setting up on your own, then there's somebody there that you can go to who will sort of understand and maybe be able to give advice or just listen and
I think
get
that's
what
it.
you're
Just
going
that
through.
sounding board, isn't it, that we've had from each other for, you know, ever since we did set up, and keeping each other going when things are hard, because obviously it isn't all
it's
fun
not all
and
rosy.
games. Yeah, there are times when it is really difficult, and I think it's important to have somebody that you can speak to about that. Probably also up and above that, maybe somebody that knows what it is to set up a business and has maybe done it. That's probably something that we didn't really do, is kind of utilise any resources around us of people who'd done it before.
Yeah, because there's lots of different hats that you've got to wear, and they might not be what you actually specialise in or want to do really, but they can be really time consuming, can't they? So if you think about when we first started, you know, you'd be doing everything from stuffing envelopes with letters that needed to go out to the post, trying to figure out, learning about accounts, learning about the website, getting that sorted,
social media, marketing.
There's just
all sorts,
lots of areas, and because you don't know it, you're trying to learn it, so you're trying to do your job and get the business going, but then
and we were doing videos as well. Do you remember how much time I used to take editing videos to put on YouTube? No idea how to do that.
I know, absolutely hours, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was, I mean, you did well, to be fair, to learn it and do it, but yeah, that's a great example.
Yeah.
So if there's businesses out there, organisations that can give you this insight before you start and give you some direction, so that, because I think if you've got the money and you can outsource some of these things, it's absolutely worth doing, isn't it? Because you've got to think, right, well, how much of my time is going to be spent doing these different things, and how much money could I actually be generating for the business? If I was actually just focusing on that, my actual job.
Because I think you gain confidence, don't you, over time, and you start to, you know, be happier to spend money because you know that it's going to keep coming in, and you don't have that confidence in the beginning, but I suppose maybe in a way you should, because obviously you want to set up a successful business, so back yourself to do that. Don't be so frightened to spend money, because there are things that would make your life so much easier if you paid somebody else to do rather than trying to do it yourself.
Very true. Very true.
In a lot of ways, you know, and in some of the things that we did outsource from the beginning that you can't choose not to, we've been quite lucky, I think, with the suppliers that we've chosen to work with. And I think that's the other piece of advice I would give, is work with people that, I don't know what you would say, share the same beliefs that you do, the same values, or just people that you connect with and, you know, can get along with. Because I think we've been lucky that we've worked with businesses and people that we've genuinely liked, and then they genuinely care about our business and have really been a part of, you know, helping us to grow and doing all the things that we've got no idea how to do.
But we knew that from speaking with them, didn't we? You know, because as you do when you're looking at different services, you speak to different companies, different people, and you have a different experience, don't you? So, you know, some people you could tell weren't interested in us because we were small fry.
Do you remember about our logo? That was the first thing when we first set up, and I think I rang about 3 different companies. And there's one that really stood out, and that's the person that we've worked with ever since, and she's fab. But I think the other 2 made me feel really stupid for the questions that I was asking them and stuff. So you remember that, don't you?
You do. So it's people that you trust, people that you like, and they get what you're trying to achieve and want to help you get there. So yeah, we have, and we always try and stay local as well, don't we?
Yes, that's a big thing for us.
Yeah, it's important. Help local businesses to grow.
Yes.
And build those relationships. Yeah. And then you can recommend them as well. Because then once you're happy with a service, you can then tell other people about it as well.
Yeah. What other advice would you give to someone wanting to set up their own business?
What else?
No idea.
Well, you need to be quite resilient, is what I would say.
Yes.
You do need to be resilient. You've got to take the rough with the smooth. You've got to, when possible, try and keep a level head. I don't know why I'm saying that, because we're the most two emotional people you can imagine. I think because there's a lot, isn't there? There's long hours. Oh, that's another thing I'd say actually.
Go on.
Something that we learned at the beginning, really. You have those periods of time when you're really slammed, you're really busy, you're working long hours, you're working at the weekend to get everything done. And then when you get like a quieter period, a bit of downtime, you need to appreciate that and appreciate those quieter times, because we didn't at first, because we were trying to, oh gosh, are we going to get any more business? We need to constantly be working, but you can burn out and you can start becoming really despondent, can't you? So I think it's making sure, if you do have a bit of a dip, enjoy it while it lasts before it ramps up again. And then
we still have to tell ourselves that now, though.
Yeah, we do.
We say that all the time.
And
when we're really, really busy, it's always you. When we're really busy, we'll be like, oh my God, I can't wait until it quiets down a bit. I need a break. And I'll say to Marie, don't you be saying when we get quiet that we need to be working really hard to get business and busy again. And as soon as we get quiet, that is exactly what you do, isn't it?
As soon as a few vacancies are placed, I'm going, I think we need to start, we need a few more vacancies. And you're like, stop it right now, we're having a rest.
I'm tired. But no, it is really important to take breaks. It's really important to take holidays. That's massive. We've learned that the hard way recently, I think. You do burn out. It's important to... There's a reason why there's a standard number of holidays that you're supposed to take within a year, and it is to give you those regular breaks, to have headspace. Because that's the thing, isn't it? You don't switch off.
No, you don't.
All.
But you do when you're on holiday.
Yeah.
And you say, Yasmin, make sure you take your emails off your phone.
Yeah, we delete the apps, don't we? We're
delete
really big
the
on
apps.
That. Yeah.
Because then you recharge your batteries, and you do come back then feeling refreshed and feeling ready to go, instead of feeling just, like you say, exhausted and burnt out. So I think that's another key thing.
Yeah, you need to step away sometimes, don't you?
And what would you change if we had the time again?
Yes.
Is there anything that you would change? And don't say a business partner.
Oh, that was just what I was thinking. No, if I could change anything, what about the business since we set up?
Yeah.
Do you know what I would change?
Go on.
I don't know if I can say this.
Go on. What is it?
I'd change the name.
Oh Lord, yeah. Well, that's a lesson for anybody who's looking to set up a business. Don't do what we did. Actually research the company name, because we've chosen a business that's got a very popular name. There's quite a few Synergy recruitments out.
There's a lot. Google it. There is a lot of Synergy recruitments across the country. All sorts of different types of recruitment that they do.
Not just
and obviously nothing related to us, but daily we receive multiple, and this, I'm not exaggerating, multiple phone calls a day we get from people who need a different Synergy recruitment.
Yeah.
So we're constantly having to explain, we chose a very popular name, they're nothing in relation to us.
To do with us.
And also...
Oh, this is a burn.
Yeah, we have 91 5-star Google reviews, which are very representative of us and what we've achieved. But we also have 2 1-star Google reviews, which genuinely are nothing to do with us. They're not names that we've heard of or have any records of whatsoever. So they are for a different Synergy recruitment that isn't us. And that's really painful, isn't it? Because it's...
I remember the day you told me.
It's not fair.
Absolutely devastated.
It's brought us down to a 4.9 on Google, which is our biggest bugbear. So obviously, that's a really big deal for us. So I think, definitely make sure you have a look and see if there's any other similar businesses with the same name, and don't do it.
Oh, watch this space. You never know. We might have a new business name in the future. We might not be synergy recruitment. But yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, definitely do your research.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
There isn't anything I can think of because I've loved every minute. Well,
have you?
Well, I suppose there are times when I've not loved. That's a bit of an exaggeration. But no, genuinely, I love coming to work.
Yeah.
We have, we work hard, but we have good times. We have fun, don't we, as well?
Yeah, which is really important.
And it does have its benefits, of being your own boss.
Yes. Yeah, there are. Yeah.
So yeah,
of course there are. You say that like that's not a given. Yeah, there's loads. We have a great time. But yeah, there is a lot that we have learned in the past 3 years. And I think actually there are probably resources that you can go to, like organisations that you can talk to about setting up a business. And that's probably one thing I would say that would have been good if we had done, because there's a lot of lessons we could have learned a lot faster. So maybe do that. Have a look and see if there's anyone you can talk to that knows more.
But otherwise I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully that's been helpful in some way.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye.
Cheers, bye.